morning, guys. Today's Thursday morning. Yesterday I did my leg workout, and I've never really talked about cardio. I'm going to start doing some cardio sessions with you, kind of show you what I do. Because my legs are just smashed from the morning, I don't go real hard today. It's more about just getting the blood flow, getting the cramping out of my legs and just working them. So I'm going to climb the mountain right here. I'm not wearing a backpack. I'm going extra light because I just want to get good strides, get a good consistent pace. A lot of guys overdo cardio. You don't have to be sweating your brains out to be burning fat. I mean, it's more about the heart rate and the length of time that you keep your heart at a sustained rate. So before I go, because I'm so stiff from lifting yesterday, I'm going to do some basic stretches. The first one I do is just the good old-fashioned toe touch. It stretches your hamstrings, your quads. The more you flex your quads, the more it'll hit your hamstrings. I'd hold it for 20 seconds and just really get your calves, your hammies, your quads stretched hard, and also your back. You're probably stiff from leg day anyways. The next leg stretch I like to do is like a catcher squat in baseball. Keep your feet about that far apart. Knees track over the toes, get on your toes, and then roll back. And what that'll do is stretch your quads from the top. It's tough to balance at first, but it's putting a lot of weight on your quads and hamstrings, and that's going to enable you again just to get a long, even stretch. Hold it for 20 seconds. Again, just break up that soreness, the lactic acid buildup in your legs. And then the last one is just that classic grab your ankle, knee bend thing. Good for balance. Your left leg's holding you up, but your right leg also is, dude, it's hard holding this camera, holy cow. Your right leg, obviously you're stretching that quad really hard. Hold it for 15-20 seconds each leg. Okay, so it's not like a full super duper stretch, but just enough to get you loose. Now we gotta lock up the speed cross, tie them up. And we're ready. We're gonna climb that hill. It's pretty steep. It's about, I'd say it's 3/4 of a mile up, but it's super, super steep, so you get really good long strides. It's a great ibex training mountain. That's my my little playground to get ready for big, steep backcountry stuff. And obviously, if you wear a pack, it's gonna be a lot harder on you. But doing legs as hard as we did yesterday, I'm not really in the mood or in the condition to be straining myself. So today is just like a light day with no pack, good intensity, just a cardio session basically. And when we get to the top, we're gonna run out on the trail, because running downhill 2 miles is a great way, again, just to pound the muscles without overstraining them, because I'm not climbing, I'm descending. So let's do it. There's nothing like living in Phoenix in March, but it's about 75 degrees right now. This is a great hill because it starts super gradual, you can see, and then it just hammers straight up. I mean, the top's probably, I would think, in the mid 40-degree range, and really rocky. So there's lots of step ups on the lava and stuff like that. But as you can see, it's starting to get a little bit steeper. I got my wind up. I'm hiking fast, so I'm pushing myself like as far as speed goes, but I'm controlling my strides. I'm not running, but I'm saying my heart rate's probably like 120 right now. It's a good tempo to be at. So you just got to learn what the sweet spot is. When you get there, you maintain it 30-40 minutes. Of course, on an empty stomach, drink a big glass of water and start hiking. But you'll reap the rewards. Cardio is really important. It not only obviously helps you hike better because you're strengthening your hiking muscles, but you're going to burn a lot of fat first thing in the morning like this, and then we do our weightlifting in the evening, kind of like a 2-a-day program. It spikes your metabolism really well, get your body cranking. Even though we're in the desert greens up in the spring. It's one of the most beautiful places on earth. pretty awesome. It's a whole different look than the Wasatch Front, you know, 10, 11,000 feet where I grew up. You just learn to appreciate all these different terrains. I mean, it's a pretty radical place to live and work out in. The only downside of what I'm doing right now, just out of it, there's probably about 15 snakes on this hill. So keep my fingers crossed that they're noisy and I don't step on them without knowing they're there. There's definitely a bunch of snakes out. It's March, it just got warm. They're gonna be out and about. Now we're getting there. So it's starting to finally get steep. You notice I can still talk, even though I'm breathing pretty good. It's about the max I think you should have your heart rate when you're trying to burn fat. You know, building your endurance and cardiovascular strength are different than burning fat. I'm assuming most of the guys that are trying to get in shape for the fall are doing a hybrid, kind of a blend between burning fat and building endurance. But let's get the fat off first in the next few months. Then once you're light, we'll start working on your endurance and cardio strength. Remember, just keep the tempo to where you're breathing good and strong, but you should always be able to talk. It's kind of a good analogy. If you can't talk, you're probably going too fast. As you can see, this hill is getting ultra steep, and obviously I'm slowing my pace, but it's a great training ground. It's my little Floridas, like about a tenth the size of the Florida mountains, but very similar, you know, in the rocks and steepness and stuff like that. So getting close. 100 yards from the top. It's a lot easier to climb on all fours. Every time I'm up here, I keep thinking I'm going to see an ibex. I hate climbing out of these things. As I walk back to the trail down to start running, you probably notice I don't have any water with me. I don't bring water on hikes under 45 minutes. Just don't need it. If I'm carrying my frame pack, I will, because obviously you work harder, but just on these jogs and hikes, little short ones, I don't think you need water. I drink about half a gallon, quarter gallon in the morning before I head out. So it's already in there, and then when I get back, I'll pound a bunch. But on the mountain wise, I'm really not that thirsty. I also chew gum, which kind of helps you stay hydrated. So, all right, here's the trail out. Time to run. And this isn't like a ultra intense run, just a jog. I call it a home run shot. You hit a home run, you just kind of stretch your stuff around the bases. Not real fast. Just kind of stay light on your feet. Like you can see, this trail kind of ups and downs all the way back. But again, you want to be able to talk while you're running. So if you're trying to talk, you're going too hard. You just got to slow it up. Just back off a little. I mean, once you figure it out, it's actually not bad. Running's not bad at all. All right, so probably like a mile and a half into my run. Again, not breathing that hard. Just kind of on cruise control. Zipping down the trail. Legs feel really good, man. I mean, that hike up is a nice way to do long strides. It's almost like a bunch of stretches compounded into a sequence. And then this is just a nice way to kind of trim it off coming out. Okay, that's it. Last 200 yards. Just walk it off. Long strides, calm down, cool down, drink water, do the same stretches I showed you before. And that is your easy cardio day. If you have any more questions, go to ZACGRIFFITH.com, where we train, hunt, we film. Thanks.
Yes, sir. Dan and Nathan, I'm in the building. Yeah.